too smooth, burning off some plastic or something. New belts. It might have been, or it might be just the gas that was pouring out of this fucking thing earlier, just burning off. I'm hoping that's what it is. Because it was flowing out of there. I had a problem with the float, the carburetor, new carburetor, and the float wasn't even connected inside of there. It was shooting gas all over the place. Here's the old carb. Took it apart. So this right here, that's the float. That's the float right there. On that new one, this was completely disconnected. Like sitting here like this inside. So this was just filling up with gas and shooting out of the top of this, flooding this whole thing, pouring gas down all over the engine, and gas out of here. So I had to reconnect that. I just brought it into the shop today. We had kind of an Indian summer here, and had some great weather up until today. Turned into the fall on us real quick. If you can see all that. That's a cloud band. That's north. And then there's one just like it south. So fall is coming in, and this thing needs to be inside now, or I can continue to do work on everything. So okay, the update. Working on electrical right now. Put in some fog lights, or some those are spotlights up front. I have two in the back, two floodlights in the back. Let's see. It's a mess in here right now. I just brought it in, was working on it all day today. Electrical. So what I did was I got the windshield wipers situated. I took the motor apart and just cleaned it. Polished all the components inside, made sure all the brushes were clean on the motor itself. The I think it's an armature, the spindle part. The gears are all lubed up, greased up. I put new wiring in here. I'm running that right now, Turn on my light. This came out nice. I took this down, cleaned it up. You could see the original tag for the vehicle. Washed that off, some simple green, and then I hit it with a clear coat of poly just to kind of make it, preserve it a little bit. Painted that bracket there black. Probably gonna paint the interior cab portion black. I don't know. We'll see. So I've got the all the wiring for that. I'm running it. I'm gonna shield it with the plastic conduit here. I've got the marker lights on their own circuit right now. Everything's kind of roughed in. I have to finish it all. But here is the wiring for the front lights. Those will be on their own switch. And in the back here, I have these marker lights are wired up. I have to run the lines down now to the brake lights and the lower lights and that. Getting it set up for new dome lights inside here. I took the ceiling down. Took all the insulation out. I'm going to re-insulate at the when I'm going to do the finishing of the interior. I'm going to re-insulate and probably put a wood ceiling in. Tongue and groove. Make it look kind of nice. Let's see here. Yeah. So that lighting is in. The windshield wipers, new carburetor, new starter. I have the washer pump is going in pretty soon. Gonna run that. Where are the lines here? Here's the hose. I have replacement hoses and valves. Let's see, the carburetor is giving me some issues. I think this thing's a cheap piece of crap. Got half a mind to actually take the old one apart, clean it up. There was probably nothing wrong with it, to be honest with you. I just want to make new. The engine sounds good when she idles, but when I give it gas, it bogs a little bit. It doesn't always stay on. It dies. It stalls out on me for some reason. Not sure why that is. If anybody's got any information on that, I'd like to hear it. What I can do differently. There's a new line here for this interior dome light. I'll show you the dome lights I got and the ones that I took out. I took out two little ones. They're like 4 inches or 6 inches or something. I got these big boys. These are 8-inch lights. 2 of them. And those are on their own switches. As you can see, like right here, these 2 switches used to control them. But there'll be new switches coming in. These aux beams are bright. These are spot beams in the front. The rears are floods, and then I may put 2 more. I have 2 more floodlights. I may mount one right here, and likewise on the other side, just so that I have, if we're loading up on a curb or on the side of a road or something like that, I can just click on those and give me some light on the side here, because right now I got nothing. It's kind of, you know, you could see inside, but I just like lighting options. Outside is good, in the dark. If you want to know anything about the wiring or anything like that, I've been doing research looking at different circuits, looking at the full circuit for the vehicle itself. This is a mess down here. I can kind of tell you what I did. I want to keep everything that I can on their own circuits individually. For me, it seems the best way of doing it. I know that when you mass produce vehicles like this, you want to minimize that type of thing, and that minimizes cost. But for me, functionality is a priority. So if something goes wrong with the front marker lights, I want to be able to address that directly. Same thing with the rear or the fog lights or the dashboard lights, or the headlights or anything like that, or the heating circuit, the wipers, all of that, all the vitals. I want to be able to do maintenance on without having interference from this being connected to that or something else, like just to try to put it all together. This is all peeling out, so you can see I gotta fix that. So this is the Fiam Freeway Blaster on the top, 72112, mixed with the original horn. The original horn is deeper for sure. The Fiam horn is a little bit higher pitch, but together they both sound great. Real deep and piercing together. So pretty much the tone I was looking for. Fiam Freeway Blaster. Alright, so it's all wired up here. Well, no, it's in place and it has its temporary wires. I connected both horns together. The original horn still worked. Let's test it out. Dual note, really loud. Awesome. Awesome. I was going to put a semi-horn on the roof, but it might be overkill. Or maybe it's not. I don't know. Alright, now I'm going to wire it through to the dashboard, put a momentary push button switch on it. For that, momentary switch, push button. It's going to be mounted right up here. It works! Probably put one more in here for front fog lights or floodlights or spot beams, rear floods, and left side flood, right side flood. Working on the dome lights and the heating right now over there in that panel. Got my washer and my washer fluid. High-low and horn. There's no power on right now. And then tidy everything up underneath. Coming along.